This is Infotainment. Ukamva sasi kulira. Umaziwa kuti nkhani za msanguluso zabwera tikuuzeni kuti kunali chani nkhani za msanguluso komanso kukhaleso chani nkhani za msanguluso. And you're with me, Sam Banda Jr. In this edition, we talk about the Ethno Malawi Music Camp and the Pankhonde festivals coming up to take place in Mchinji as well as Lilongwe. That's why we talk about the Sasi, the slump piano. We talk about traditional music. It's all about Ethno Malawi music as well as Pankhonde Music Festival. We have more to tell you on that. And again, we speak to woodcarvers from Mua Mission at Kungoni Arts Center who tell us how they started and how they are doing in the craft of wood carving. We also look further at other stories happening, such as a Sounds of Malawi acoustic session on Thursday featured artists such as Agoroso, Ketura, Tembe Band, entertaining people during a session that attracted a good audience. So it was all fine. A package full of arts and culture. That's why we say that this is a basket full of arts and entertainment. All you can do is stay right there as I bring you more in Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. Now we begin our program with a performance of artists such as Ketura, Agoroso, Waliko Makala, Tembe Band, all the way from Mulanje, who shared the stage at the Sounds of Malawi acoustic session at Jacaranda Cultural Center in Blantyre. It was a well-packaged session that gave a chance to a group such as Tembe. This is a band which is made up of a family of visually impaired persons, and they showed that there is beauty in doing music. Though they gave people a package of good music, music that touches the soul, music that preaches the word of God. So it was all fine, and as I said, they came face to face with Ketura. Ketura has been out of the limelight. She had other issues which have been going on around on social media, but still more, she showed that she is good at what she does in terms of music. And coming face to face with Agoroso as well, they did together a song which was released recently titled Korokoto, and then there was also Waliko Makala as well as Patrick Chimbewa, and it attracted different people from all walks of life, and it included parliamentarian Rilian Patel, who was patronizing Sounds of Malawi for the first time. And we caught up with her actually to find out why she decided to be part of the concert. Let's take a look and hear or see what happened during the Sounds of Malawi acoustic session.
little did I know that Jacaranda has something here, and every Thursday evening, it's about 1 or 2 hours. You spend and you see all these Malawian artists. It was very, very good. I think every time I'm in Blantyre on a Thursday evening, I'll come here because honestly, these artists need our support.
Fantastic performances, and earlier on you saw how Tembe Band performed, a band made up of visually impaired members, and you saw how great they were performing. And lastly there, sound coming from Ketura, talking about her story that she will keep on flying as an artist performing. And you also listen to a performance from Agoroso. It was a fine, perfect stage for the artist to share the sounds of Malawi. And you heard from parliamentarian Lillian Patel appreciating the performances she saw, and she even enjoyed it, dancing to various sounds. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment, and my name is Sam Banda Jr. Now, I was talking about Pakonde Festival as well as Ethno Malawi Music Camp coming up, spearheaded by Music Crossroads Malawi, and this will take place at Kaisa Creative in Mchinji. When you talk about ethno, we talk about our very own traditional sounds. We talk about traditional instruments. Traditional instruments, this is what we are made of. This is what produces authentic sound. That's why Music Crossroads Malawi decided to bring out this Ethno Malawi Music Camp. So last time it was held at Chingarire, but now it will take place at Kaisa Creative, attracting members from different countries. And this time around we have Uganda, there's Malawi and other countries. So we caught up with one of the members who's part of the organizing team, and this is Mphatso Chidote, who explains more about Ethno Malawi Music Camp as well as Pakonde Festival, which will take place at Chingalire Cultural Center, spearheaded by Ben Mankamba. Let's hear from Mphatso Chidote.
That brings together young artists just to introduce or encourage them to learn or play their traditional musical instruments. It's a global program. It does not only happen in Malawi, it happens in other countries as well. So it's all about your indigenous music and your identity, your cultural heritage. So the same thing in Malawi. Music Crossroads is the one that organizes this kind of camp. And the whole idea is, look at me, I'm actually carrying an ethno music instrument. So the idea is to have all musicians to have their identity. So this camp gives them a chance to learn the music instruments from their culture. This time around we have participants from Uganda, Mozambique, and DRC, and Malawi. And it's taking place at Kaisa Inn. Now it's called the Kaisa Creative Center. It is actually, there's a young man who has even invented his own musical instrument. Patrick, you have seen him perform. He was performing at Jacaranda yesterday. For such an invention of an instrument, it means we are doing well, because he is a young person who is promoting the Malawian instrument, and he's actually combined with the baza and the nsatsi, the mbira from Malawi kweti nsasi, Zimbabwe kweti mbira, to create a very beautiful musical instrument. And the other thing is, if you've been looking at the trends right now, every musicians, whether be it hip hop, gospel, everything else, there is the element of the cultural thing in it. It means Malawians right now are aware that they need to have an identity. Makonde, it's a child coming from, it's a festival. That's a child coming from ethno camp. It's a platform, because if we're encouraging musicians to do ethno music, there should be a platform where they're going to showcase this, apart from the other platforms that they do. So Pakonde Festival, it's a festival just for ethno musicians, ethno music, because we want Malawians to appreciate ethno music. We want, this is an export product, I would say. If Malawi is going to be on the map in Africa, in the world, it should be the ethno festival. People should know that in such a month in Malawi, there is this kind of festival. We want to go to Malawi and experience the Malawian cultural heritage through the Pakonde Festival.
Okay, from that angle, you can just feel
Yeah, we are talking about traditional music instruments. That's what we are talking about. Ethno Malawi music, and then we're talking about Pakonde. It's all to do with promoting and preserving our own traditional instruments. We need to value them. We need to respect them, because they are the only instruments that produce authentic sound. It's our own original sound. They've got that identity, and that blended or fused with our own traditional dances, it brings out the best. So we need to value them. So still on the same, we want to talk about one young man who has been spearheading this whole culture of playing traditional instruments. He has even gone an extra step to produce or make his own instrument known as Sansiba. He has tried to connect the sasi and then the baza to produce what he calls the Sansiba. And on Thursday, he was part of the Sounds of Malawi acoustic session. He warmed up the stage as well. And his name is Patrick Chimbewa. He learned the basics from Charles Javalamangwere Mkandama, and through playing of traditional instruments, he has traveled outside the country. In 2016, he went to Norway, and later on, 2 years later, he went to India, and all in the name of playing traditional instruments. We caught up with Patrick Chimbewa just to share more about his love for playing traditional instruments. Let's hear from Patrick Chimbewa.
Mambido ingane uri akwenda be akure chitsogolo pang'ono ndi pang'ono singathamange. Kwambiri kuti ziyambike tinganene kuti ndibwerera mbuyo pang'ono. Chiyambi yoimba ndikamba be banjo kirali ya lakumudzi ngati amaimbaji na Michael Eka uyu Alan Namoko anthu ngati amene tingagwiritsa ntchito ngati zimene. So mochedwa pamene ndimadziwa kumana ndi Charles Mkatama Chapalamangwe. He's a legend in SAS music. So namene adakhala tikuoni panga kuti ndiphunzire choncho chimene. Ya ndebe ndi chinthu chonisangalatsa kwambiri kuti nyamara wang'onong'ono ngati ineyo kumaimba zipangizo inda anyamara ambiri amanena kuti music achitala ayi koma ni music imene ineyo niwona ngati kuti inipilisa patali chifukwa ngati nayendako maiko angapo kapanga perform mafestival akuluakulu si chinthu chophweka. Sungayitanidwe kupanga perform kunja ndi hip hop chifukwa ni music yoti imene inavaya kale maiko anu ake amene amaimba. So ife ngati Malawi tiyenera beti chuke ni music yathu bwino omaimba zida zamakolo nikuona ngati kuti ni chinthu chofunikira chifukwa chakuti timakhanga kusunga mbiri ya zida komanso kaimbidwe ka music ya makolo athu imene kumalawi kuno imayendera. Chidwi chidabwera after taphunzira kuimba chidachi kenaka kupeza unapangaso discover kuti kani nitha upeza kuti nayambaso kupanga zipangizozi kenaka pamene wapeza kuti tayamba kupanga zidazi cholinga chakuti mbiri sakhale ngati kuti yathabe anthu ena amene azikhabe kuti akufuna zogula zipangizozi agulitse cholinga chakuti music ikhale kuti yafalikira ko Malawi zisayiwalike. So kupangira kwa instrument yankofunikira so kwambiri.
Patrick Chimbewa ameneyo luso lozama loimba ndithu zida zamakolo achinyamata tatiyeni titengepo gawo lomaimba zida ngati zimenezi zamakolo. Sikuti nzachikale nzofunikira kwa basi kupereka chithunzithunzi kuti kodi inu ngati Malawi komanso ngati Mfirika kodi anthu angakuziwani bwanji. Amakuziwani mzinthu zambiri, kukuziwani mu mavalidwe, kukuziwani mmayankhulidwe, kukuziwani pa zimene mumadya, komanso china chimene angakuziwereni vanthu ndi mmayimbidwe wanu. Mayimbidwe ake nkumakhalanso kuti mumayimba chida chamakolo. Iyayi nkhani yabwino kwa basi. Tili pamenepo nkumanena kuti iyayi vanthu tili ndi luso losiyanasiyana. Kumuwa chauko kudedza uko kumeneko kuli anzathu amene ndithu adaphunzira luso logobagoba. Amatenga ndithu chimtengo chibaki chija chonena kuti inu nkumaona kuti iya nchopanda ntchito amatha ochitenga chimene chija nkuchigobagoba kuyikamo ndithu different artworks imene mujamo inu kuchita appreciate kuti zimakhala motani nkhani ya luso. Zimenezi adazibweretsa kumeneko ndi Father Claude Buche amene ambiri mwina timaziwa kuti achisale kukungoni uko ndiye kuli ndithu vanthu ambiri amene they are doing wood carving luso limeneli logobagoba ndipo adaliphunzira kwa Father Claude Buche. Tinakumana ndi vena amene luso limeneli akulichita ndithu lawapindulira kwambiri. Mmodzi mwa iwo ndi Phileas Katandula komanso wina uyu ndi Charles Robert amene ndithu timafuna timve kuti kodi luso limeneli likuwapindulira bwanji. Tatiyeni timve kuchoka kwa Phileas Katandula komanso Charles Robert.
picture film mwenyewe baada sema basi tena kama tukafika mwenyewe ule mavuda ndio tukavuda hapo ndio mafika mwenyewe basi ndio baba ndio mwenyewe ile ndio pesa company ndio kwa sababu bana lipozi ndio kwa yamba nayo msiba nayo msiba na bala bana karani jambo lipozi anisinga ndio jambo kubwa abwera bana mute pozita ndio makaro kwabera kusoro paka zina rani zina lo bana bana paka talizira mabanja ato kwambili kwa basi uri ngakaya zina difura bagari bendi wolona kwa maro uri bana ngi baba mo azinga mabira wo uri ngasi feri madaria ose mari madaria asinga nzaka kunja ndio nzaka kunja wambira dalani kana moya mari le ezina rivuresa nami ori amisira mbili ada siyasi abantu bayirengera sone urato urazo ngabenda mukuru bitu ora mbili abantu badasiya so usema kwa mocho maga ezina kula ubasi bitu ngono bari sister bitu bitu ka bitu azizi namba kusana wari ndio yije bele kwa bitu kwa ndio daga 50 ajiri yose tobange ko mbola andibasi design yemu ura bangania kuramuni kitobanga asema ni njinga tose bola ngokala bisiri iko na njinga kibanga kayo sema gali moto kiri yose Robert Charles ngone makala kwaganyera iyi ndi village sini ati nditu ya ngari anhaku mutsu kukuzani kuri mungoba ngazano za Africa mene makali dere plani ya yeyayi yanangurawa mutigire mupange ati ya Africa mene antu amasagari kodi ku Africa kumapezeka zinthu ndizi muike pati pamene ndete neka kani ya gule bwera no ukwati bwera mbali ndekuti tikulowera kwine ndikwina akaya kuchira ukasaka kuti koenda basi koma kani yayikulu imene liya ndi yokudzana ndi kupemphera ndi zachikhalidwe imene yaripuzitsa ndabambo Bush pano pangoni amene ndithu anabwera ndithuka nthawi kudzakhazikitsa luso limeneli pa mission pano sindipoti mayamikira kwambiri for kapenda iwowa kudzabweretsa luso ngati lili mwina anthu ifeyo mavuto adakati kulira kwambiri koma apapa timathokoza bambo Bush pobwera kunoku kudzakhazikitsa project ngati iyi hayi timathandizikira and anawena athu ati tabereka akupita ku sukulu kudzera mu luso ngati lili ndeti mayamika mpaka ndikupaka apa pachimene timagwiritsa ntchito kwambiri timati machizu ndiye kuti tili ndi mtengo umene timakaudula nkusema kupanga harmony chaka chinochi pafupifupi ningoti nafika malo anowa 2005 kukhalira pano koma kundivomereza kuti bweretsani dzina lanu mwafikapo paluso ndi 2005
mmene tidachezera ndi ma wood covers amenewo kuchokera ndithu ku Kungoni Arts Center kudedza ndikhulupirira kuti mwatolapo ziwiri zitatu nkhani ya wood carving. On that note, we've come to the very end of Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment. And my name is Sam Banda Jr. But before I go to some AOBs, Onesimus has parted ways with Major One Records, and now he's going to run under a new label. He's going to come out, he has said he's going to come out and inform the nation about the new label he's working with. And again, KOK is this weekend set to launch his second album titled Ndabwirani Nkhani at Lilongwe Golf Club. And some of the artists performing there include Mafikizoro from South Africa, as well as Zanda Zakuza. And Madaliso Band, the duo of Yosef Kalekeni and Yobu Marigwa, is in Europe on a European tour where they will hold about 40 shows, and one of the countries they are touring is France. So all the best to them. 2 models flying to South Africa, as well as one designer, Zik Gave, where they representing Malawi at one of the fashion festivals in South Africa. A very good thing for them. And again, Art in the Park, bringing together over 40 artists showcasing their different artworks at Four Seasons Garden in Lilongwe. As I said, I hope you've enjoyed a selection of different stories that I brought unto you in this edition of Infotainment. My name is Sam Banda Jr. Keep it times as well as Infotainment. But I'll leave you with a performance of Rande Nasungwi, who performed at Robbins Park in Blantyre, sharing the stage with different artists such as Waxeke, as well as Shama Vocals and Dr. Sosten Mfune. Enjoy the performance. I'm out of here. Ciao.
Loved it. The audience was very astounding, and even the artists that I collaborated with were all in shape. It was a wonderful day. I enjoyed it, and I hope everybody who came to the show enjoyed it. Oh yeah, they're coming more and more. We're planning ahead, and we're planning to get better and better in our preparations, in our performances, and in every arrangement that is needed to come up with a concert like this. There's going to be growth for sure. People should just stay attentive because more is coming this year. This is not the end of 2022.